right here, and I'm gonna see if she gives. See, they haven't done a lot of these on her. Okay. Now, see how I'm letting her push me around, but I'm not gonna let her step on me. That's okay. Okay, so they have done it. All right. So now what I'm gonna do is I want to see how she does backing up. She's pretty soft. All right. So I'm okay with that. She seems to be okay. I'm not gonna do a lot of groundwork because I want to see what she does when she's fresh. So I'm gonna go ahead and get on her.
How many times you been ridden?
Like less than 20.
I don't know her that well, so I'm gonna stand up here first. All right, she didn't do anything, so I'm gonna get on her. See, and I always want to make sure she's standing still. Okay. Everything that I do, I want her standing still. So see how I got her head in? Now I'm gonna bring her head this way. But I'm gonna do it nice and easy and slow. See how soft I did it? I let her go. She's just doing that on her own. So that's a good sign. I like that. See how she's not walking around and stuff? Alright. So now I'm gonna nice and easy. I'm gonna have a lot of slack on that side. A lot of slack. Nice and easy. I'm gonna bring her over here. Okay? But do things slow. Do things slow and easy. Okay? And she's standing still, like I let her go a while back. She's just standing there, okay? All right, so far I like all that, so I'm gonna kind of move around in the saddle a little bit, see what she does. I'm gonna let her walk on her own. I just want to see what she does. I'm not gonna start training her yet. I'm gonna move around a little bit. I want to see how she feels under the saddle. Now I'm just kind of turn her a little bit, but look at all the slack I have on that other rein, see?
Mm-hmm.
Now, she's so relaxed. Now I'm going to squeeze with this leg a little bit, that outside leg. Now I'm going to open up with this leg, the inside leg a little bit, okay? I'm not trying to make her do some real tight circles. I just want her to make a nice little big circle, not little. I want her front feet, her front foot, her front outside foot, I want it to go over in front of her other foot, okay? And I don't have to brace my arm because I'm already, I've done this so much and for so long that she's not going to take my arm from me. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
The reason I tell you guys to do this at first is so the horse, if she tries to pull, she's not going to take and start learning bad habits, okay? So look how much I made her just, now I'm already driving her with this spur. I'm already touching her with my spur. And you couldn't even tell it when I did it.
Right.
Because she didn't do anything different. You see what I'm saying? So she already knows what a spur is and she doesn't mind them. So I'm going to take my leg out in just a second where you can see it and watch what I do. I'm going to take my leg off of her and watch this. I'm just going to stay here till she stops. When she stops, then I'm going to lean back, put pressure on my feet, shake back a little bit, and just keep doing these. Keep doing these. She backed up a step. Then I release. She took forward. Then I'll do it again. She lowered her head. That's good. That's good. Look how fast she didn't want to back up. Do you see that? Yeah. Look how fast she's already backing up. Okay? Shaking my legs a little bit. Backing her up. Okay? Alright. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach her to put her head down. Okay? So, actually I'm going to go ahead and turn her to the left. Okay? make her walk around to the left a little bit. So I'm gonna turn her head right here a little bit, open this door, and I'm gonna close this other door. See how much slack I got on that outside ring? Look how nice. She's turning pretty fast. Look, she's turning and she's doing it correctly. She's turning the front leg, the front outside leg, she's turning it. So now watch this. I'm gonna open this leg and I'm gonna wait till she stops on her own. When she stops on her own, then I'm gonna back her up. Okay? Alright, so now I'm gonna make her go forward. Now I'm gonna make her stop. Back her up a couple of steps. Okay? Now I'm gonna teach her to put her head down. Teaching them to put their head down, it gets them really soft and they'll back up also. It works really good to get them to start going backwards really soft. Now I'm gonna make her back up because she kind of threw her nose out there at me. So I'm gonna make her back up. But now I'm trying to get her to put her head down again. As long as she's going backwards with me, I'm not going to make her do anything but just keep playing with her to put her head down. If she throws her nose and tries to pull from my hand and tries to walk forward, then I'm gonna make her back up. You see what I'm saying? Then I'm gonna make her move her feet. She's just smelling stuff right now.
Yeah.
But that's what I want her head down, so I'm okay. I'm gonna let her smell stuff around, okay? When she picks her head up, then I'll start working with her again. Because I'm not gonna pick up her head just to make it go down again. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So now she picked her head up, so now I'm gonna start working with it again. And, oh, she took a step forward right there, so I made her back up a couple of steps. Now I'm working with her head again. I'm not trying to back her up right now. I'm just trying to get her to put her head down. If she takes a step forward, then I'll make her go backwards. But you have to have a lot of patience and use your spur and your hand and teach her what you want. We're teaching her to put her head down. She's kind of going forward, so I'm going to go back. Now I'm going to go back to putting her head down again. She's taking a step forward, so I'm going to take a step back. Now I'm going to go to put her head down. She's taking a step forward, so I'm going to make her back out. And I'm going to make her put her head down.
You went too fast with that one yesterday, Reggie.
You took a step forward, make her take 2 or 3 steps back. Every time she takes a step forward, I make her take 2 or 3 back. Because I want her to put her head down or go backwards is okay. Right now I'm not working with the forward motion. She already knows how to go forward. Okay? You don't have to teach a horse to go forward. Okay? But you have to teach him to back up and to put their head down. She's going forward, so I'm gonna make her back up. She tried to take a step forward, put her head down. She's going forward, I'm gonna go back. Okay, now I'm gonna put her head down. She kind of jerked on me right there, so I'm gonna jerk back on her a little bit. That's why the nose band is so awesome, because there's not a bit in her mouth. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
All those rings, snaffle bits, and all that stuff, it's not the best thing to start one with. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Because look at this. If they start doing, if they start throwing little bad things at you, you can't throw back. You know, you can't snatch them back and make them do it right. But look at this. I got her with her head down.
So
Okay.
can you explain what the purpose of putting their head down is?
There's a lot. I have more control. I have more respect, and also when a horse's head down is when he's eating grass and he feels safe and he's comfortable with this situation, with everything where he's at. He's relaxed. He's eating grass. He's trusting that nothing's going to happen to him. And a horse is a prey animal, and a prey animal, just like a deer, when they're out eating grass and they hear a noise or something that they're not used to and it's not normal for them, the first thing they're going to do is throw their heads up in the air and look and see what's going on, look for danger.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the horses are the same way. When they're nervous or when they're scared or when they're not comfortable, their heads are really high in the air. Or when a horse is running away with you, his head is, he's pulling on you and you can't control his head, you can't put his head down, you can't turn his head. So it's very important to be able to do this right here, flexing like that without them moving. That's very important on both ways. Flexing your horse is very important, and putting their head down, okay? Putting their head down and them not moving around is very important, okay? So that means that this horse is trusting me right now that everything's okay. She can relax and put her head down and just rest right here for a minute, okay?
Perfect.
All right, so now that I did all that, now I'm gonna start walking her. Now I'm gonna go forward. See how I got really light on my saddle and I started moving her forward with my spurs. Now I'm gonna get a little more, get to know her a little more. I'm pretty comfortable with this horse. So I'm driving her with my spurs. I'm not bumping her. When you drive your truck, you don't drive it like this, on your foot on the gas pedal, like boom, 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 right? You just kind of hold your foot on the gas pedal and you lightly push it. Well, I'm just holding my spurs, but she just I'm barely touching her with my spurs right now. But I'm driving her. And every time I ask her to turn, then I'll take this spur off and just drive her with this spur. So if I'm driving her to the left, I'm driving her. If I'm driving her to the right, If I'm driving her to the right, I'm very, very softly asking her to turn her head to the right, and very softly I'm driving her with my left leg. Okay? And this leg, you can see a little bit of daylight. Okay? So now that she's doing pretty good, she got really soft, so I'm going to switch it around. I open this leg a little bit. I'm pulling on this rein just a little bit. I'm not turning her head all the way. Barely making her head come around this way. And she's pulling a little bit. So I'm going to pull a little harder and make her turn her head a little more. She's pulling on me. I don't want her turning her head in the opposite direction that she's turning. You see what I'm saying? She's trying to